I think the flaws are important. I think the first time when you heard rumors that King had messed around, of course, you're like, oh, that's not true. It's Martin Luther King. How could he? But then as the years went along, it's like, okay, I guess it's true. But I think those things are important because I think sometimes when we look at great leaders, we do put them on pedestals. And just as a regular person, you start thinking like, well, I can't be like Martin Luther King. He's godlike. He's a deity. Like I can never rise to that type of person. But then we start reading about his flaws, and his likes and the dislikes, and maybe some mental health things that he has to deal with. You start realizing, okay, well, I have some of those things. I might be better in some of those things than King. Maybe I can be a leader. So, yes, when you first hear about some about the womanizing and things like that, it is off-putting. But I do think it's you ground people like that to remind people, hey, they're just a regular person like you and me once upon a time. They just did great things, but they had to start from someplace.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. And that seems to be one of the really nice things about having this book out in the world is that people are responding to that. I was at a church on the south side of Chicago, and a woman said she was in tears because she struggled with depression all her life. And to think that Martin Luther King might have struggled with some moments of depression too, just made her feel so much stronger that, she could go on, and she had already gone on. She didn't need Martin Luther King to survive, but it just gave her a lot of comfort to know that somebody she admired like that also had his struggles. And I think that the feeling that I'm getting from people who've read the book so far is that they admire King more for knowing that he wasn't perfect.